Yo, what is up, you guys? And we are doing part 15. I know I'm probably a little bit early into this. Okay, I'm a little bit early into this. Okay? I messed up a little bit. I'm early. Okay, I'm early. Real early. So, we have the German split up and the French gains. Now the French feel like they can create a new empire. So what they're deciding is to go down south towards Italy, which is really weak. As you see, Greece got divided up. So that gives them a good chance to maybe go over here and snatch some of the Greekish provinces. Maybe snatch these. So this is the French plan. Capture this to get better sea access. Move a little bit into the Kalmar Union. That would expand its territory. Then move into some of England, taking over that coast. Then capture Andorra, move down, and move into some of Agaron, which will kind of be a little hard. Then move into their Italian plans. Then go down there and take a little spot right there of Great Britain and finish it off like that. This is what they want to call New France. So that's their plan. So this is about. So the French instantly just annexes this island. But you know how some people are. They will fight for independence, for their independency. Here we go. So the French, which is really actually kind of big right now, declares war on 7 nations, and 3 to protect that school a little bit. After the recent school shooting in Greece. But this is Greece. This is Greece right here, you guys. This is Greece. If you want to know, Greece is still alive. This is the whole Greekish. This is what Greek look like. So all here is Greece, and all of these islands is Greece. But the rest of that stuff is not Greece. They're their own countries, which is Greek provinces. So the Russians are kind of struggling a little bit to keep hold of their country. So they start to make better ties with the East. Yeah, with the East. Then with Turkey. So their connection together is starting to break apart. So like, let's say you have a good heart, which is basically him and him. But it slowly starts to rip. See, Egypt already slowly ripped it a little bit because of their ties over here more than with Turkey. They're still in a kind of alliance, so that kind of bursts it up a little bit. So it's little. But then the Turkish in this area, where they can land it, has something that they don't want them to know. So that breaks ties by a lot. So that made a good heart. They're making a good heart split. So it makes a big crack. So the Egyptians hide something in Cairo to make the crack even bigger until it shatters. So just like that, that's what they're doing. So as their ties grow more with the East, they start to form pacts and alliances with them and start to become a good friend of Iran, which has been here since this day. But let's go ahead and get into this war. The French uses its great army to move down into the first 4 countries. And yes, You may be wondering, like, why? Why is France doing this? Because mostly France is peaceful. Because it's the Napoleonic era. Yep. So instead of having it in 17 or 18, they have it in 1920. 27. That's when they started it. So then the French make kind of a bigger advance in the South. And takes over the first two countries. But the Italian nation start to push back a little bit. They tried to move in and capture the other nation, the Monacoic nation, but they couldn't move forward. They couldn't move any forward as the Napoleonic armies moves over. And then they went over into the school area. They didn't shoot anybody, but they just only shot the soldiers. All counselors there saying, "Pow, pow, 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 pow." You hear that? That's shooting. And they're nearby. They can shoot a glass or a window. So be quiet. So then, after he captures the area, all the Italians fail to survive. And of course, all of them have to merge with the French. Yes? You said, watch her? Okay. Hold up, guys. 71. Alright. She like, what you doing?
Hey,
Hey, mommies. Hey, girl. Hey.
It's not funny. It's not funny, Mama.
Okay.
You smell good, Mama.
Oh, you smell good. You smell. Oh. And then they also do their little plan. They said. So the Denmark region is like saying that it's its own region. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Because they're like, we are not a part of you. Stay back. Even though we have your capital, doesn't mean we're a part of you. So the Denmark region gets declared war on. They're like, not my problem. Hey, Stormy. Mwah. Alright. So then he's like, bro. So they kind of move in a little bit, but barely. So then they stop. And the French starts to move more in. They take over. Oh. I'm going. And then they start to move more into the Denmark area. Eventually, Denmark surrenders, since they call for peace. And French exactly take for what it said it wanted. So they wanted up to here. And they just snatch a little piece from Germany. Germany's like, bro, what the heck, dude? But he wasn't strong enough to defeat the French, so he calls on the door and says, merge with me, please. So he made a little purchase. He said, I will let y'all keep y'all religion and everything as long as I can annex y'all. And they said only under one condition, money. So of course, he wasted his economy money just to get that land. Even though he's gonna get more. He asked for this big piece, which is a state. And he says, yeah, I kind of donated a little bit. So the French era Napoleon stays alive, but they don't attack the British. You know why? The British is more powerful. They're number one rank. And they are like 30% higher than France. So, you know what this means? This man than France. 30% higher than France. If the French declared war on them, of course they will start getting invaded by little spots and populated spots. And then soon there will be the French collapse. And the French don't want that. So of course they are going to upgrade their economy and everything. They may have different religions, but now the percentage kind of dropped and it's now 24%. During the era, 24%, because that means that the French is second. Yeah. So, the Iranis. We're going back to the Iranis. A long-lived civilization. A long-lived civilization goes into a civil war. Now, I don't know why, but it goes into a civil war. There's a lot of things why it went into a civil war, such as disputes over colony exceptions, as this colony right here says it claims lands up to here, and kind of here. But Iran doesn't accept that. Say, no, you're staying how you are. So, of course, that's the first area to rebel. And it moves over to the coast, as some coastal parts starts to rebel as well. Iran has a lot of states, but its big one is the Iranis, which looks something like that. It looks something like that. But then they just take over this northern top. Then the green people come out from the south of India and starts to move over. See, these were the Indian tribes that were not liking Irani rule in India. So they started rebelling. They're the green tribe that rebels. The next tribe is down here, which is the Cyan tribe. Now, they were cool with him at first, but during the annexation, they were not cool. So, of course, they are one of the ones to rebel. So then they just take over all of the south and moves up into not Bazaar, but whatever they're called. And there's another one up here. But I haven't told y'all yet, but there was like a secret little plan to rebel up here as the Caucasus nation, known as the Caucasus. And soon or later, the Russians will kind of annex them. Maybe, I don't know. But they just start moving down from the Iranis and starting to take over lots of land. So the Iran has already lost a good amount of its land right now. But don't worry, there's another one coming. Get ready to get impacted. Boom! This is a big one. This is a desert one. So it's going to be super huge. And then you have another one. Kaboom! It's coastal nation at the bottom of Iran. So rebels away. Because, they used to be here. So then all these people start working together to start pushing into Iran. The Indian tribe starts to claim the parts of India that Iran controls, and is also going to pay for this guy, which has a better economy, so maybe he will defeat them and maybe give it back to Iran. But then he moves over and they both connect up. He takes all the land down here and says, you can have the rest. But he says, I need military access so I can send armies to help out. So he says, okay, I got you. And he starts sending troops and going near the Indian tribe. Eventually, the Indian tribes and them connects up. So this is soon probably going to happen to another nation. The Red tribe is the main tribe that moves closer and closer to the capital. They meet up with the Cyan tribe. As they meet up with the Cyan tribe, they move closer and closer to the capital. He just goes in and captures the middle parts. The Indian nation makes a little spear thing and then takes over all of this. Tells this country you can take the rest to there.
Are you playing that game?
What game?
The restaurant game.
No, I'm recording a video.
What did I tell you about being on my bed, bro? Huh? What did I tell you about being on my bed?
What you gonna do about it?
Get off my bed.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it, punk?
Get off my...
Yeah, that's what I thought. And you've making my bed up too, since you did that.
What are you talking about?
You putting that back on my bed.
That was right there when I walked in the room.
And then he took over the... No, it wasn't. It was on it. It was on the thing.
Your bed is never made.
Yes, it is.
No, it wasn't.
And then the purple team just take the rest of this. And then the red team just takes the rest. So Iran does make little movements in these areas. But mostly and overall, Iran collapses. So this is how Iran looks. Now Iran's getting divided up a lot. So they draw the states. They draw the states and borders. So they say one state should be a city-state right here. The other one should be right here. Maybe another one. Maybe a big one right there. Maybe another one right there. And then I'll be right here. Be another one right there. Another one right there. So as this massive sand one carves its borders, it says it should have all up to here. Indians was like, maybe I'll be fine with that. But the Indians moved up to there. They just said they wanted to here. This guy wanted to split up their land. Then he made the main parts right here. She's the biggest you can see. And then you have the Caucasus, which creates a city-state called Azerbaijan. Yeah, this is the start of the Caucasus. Georgia. And Armenia's right there. But overall, the rest, they just split up into many different little nations. And the capital area gets independence as well from Iran. And a few more little parts from Iran also gets independence as well. So it was kind of going to be fun dividing up Iran.
Mama.